Hi there, traders. I am going to focus today on the trading technique I've been talking about on the forum throughout the majority of the day in the Great Britain JPY and the EURJPY. Basically, what I'm going to be looking for on these trades is not a breakout like we have been, because the average ATR has shriveled up in these pairs. We're making a breakout trading is difficult at best in the yen crosses, and until or if we get that volatility back, this seems like the best way to trade these pairs, and it has proven on a back test that I just did all the way back to July in the Great Britain JPY and EURJPY to be very profitable. And what I'm looking for in this trading system is a break of a test. I'm looking for the Fibonacci levels, and I'm creating a high and a low for the day based back onto the beginning of Asian trading all the way up to the Asian trading the following day. And we're going to run through two examples here. And first we'll do the Great Britain JPY, and you can see this is the beginning of Asian trading on I guess it would be the beginning of Asian trading on Tuesday our time, but basically the beginning of Asian trading Wednesday. And then this is the close of trading in New York would be 1600. Basically, we're going to use a 24-hour period, though, from the beginning of Asian trading to the beginning of Asian trading the following day. And we're going to run our Fibonacci levels off the high and low of those levels, the high and low of that day. So what I'm going to be looking at is we'll see on this was on Wednesday. We see we have a high right around here at 158.81, and we have a low coming in around 157.36. So at that point, I'm going to run my Fibonacci levels from the high to the low, and this is going to give us the parameters that I'm going to be looking at for my trades right now. And in this particular trade, you can see that the pair is currently trading above the 50 fib, which is at 158.08 into the open of trading. So what I'm looking for is a move back down towards that 158.08, and then I'm just going to take that as a back test for a shot back up. And the profit and the target that I'm going to be shooting for is the 1.272 extension, which on this pair comes in at 159.20. And I mean, this is like clockwork the way it worked today. You can see we had the gentle grind back towards 150.08. And I'm going to enter these shares in two lot systems. You don't have to do both lots, but the first lot I'm just going to be shooting for 50 pips, and then I'm going to move the pair trade to break even. And in the second lot, I'm going to be looking for the full extension up to the 159.20. So you can see in this trade, I would have entered at 158.08, and that would have been a right around 9 o'clock at night Eastern time, and then the trade would have shot right back up relatively quickly, extremely quickly, up to my target at 159.20, where I would have closed both trades. And in that particular trade, the profit margin would have been very strong, and we would have had a. See, I'm just trying to find it on my sheet. I have about 30,000 things here. Would have had a profit of 162 pips on that trade. If you did both, if you just played the 50, didn't go for the 50 fib, just didn't take 50 off there, you could just do the whole trade just as one particular trade, and then you could have 158.08 to 159.20, and you can see that the profit margin there would be at 112 pips. Now these trades are a little bit different in aspect, is because when the Asian trading sets, if we have a clear defined range, I will know where the buying target will be, what my bias will be for the day, and what my final stop price would be. So I could come out and I could put those into my computer system to have an automatic buy at 150.08, and then have my target to sell at 159.20. And what I'll do is I will put out those prices for you, so you guys will know what the levels I'm looking for. But I will also still tweet the entries in those particular trades if they do actually go ahead. And on these pairs, on these trades, I do put a 50 pip stop. So you can see that one was pretty clear and cut. Now we're going to look if we're going to get the parameters for tomorrow. And tomorrow is on Fridays in general. The one weird thing about the Fibonacci trading, Fridays haven't been particularly successful going back 3 months on all the pairs. I don't 100% know why, but I guess it's just because we might have a little bit of chops on those days and lighter volumes. So if we run the Fibonacci levels for what looks like, and these range could definitely change at that point, for tomorrow's trading, you can see that at this point right now, and it does look like we have a bit of a triangle here, so this would be a tricky one at most. At this point right now, you can see that the 50 fib would be right at 158.61, and we are currently below, but we still have 5, 6, 7 hours before that. So we would look for a big push back up to the 50 fib and then play it from there. And when I will post the parameters that I will be looking at tomorrow when we have the Asian Open around 9 o'clock or 9 o'clock Eastern time. So it'll be on your Twitter feed that you can see. And let's go and take a look at, say, the EURJPY from today's trade also. And you can see it's very similar, these particular two trades. But so what we do is same thing. We take a fib level from the top to the bottom. And you can see that the target price of entry on this pair was around 139.10, basically the Asian high from the prior day. And you can see right then and there that we did get a push down towards that level. It was basically sitting right around that level. Get a push down at that level into the close, and we did break back down towards 120, 132.88, so only like 12 pips lower. And then you can see the pair boom shot up, hit our target, which was 133.76, so you can see that was a profit of about 73 pips, and you can have that plus 73 and the plus 50, so you can see it's about 22 pips. If we go through and take a look at the setup for today, it's also going to be clustered, but like I said, once again, we have hours before this trade even considers setting up. And it looks like if we happened right now, we would be below the 50 fib, and we'd be looking for a break back up towards the 133.40 level. And you can get the general idea of what I'm doing there and the basis I'm looking for. And tomorrow, I suggest that you just do I will put out the trades, but we'll do a cold run. I'll put out the because Fridays are for one of the few days that these the system doesn't 100% seem to work accurately. We'll do a cold run. I'll put out the parameters on Friday on this evening at 9 o'clock, and then we could put into your system where you want the pairs to buy and where the 50 fibs and 50 pips and to break even and so forth. And I will still go ahead and tweet out the entries, but I'm just trying to give you guys a head up on what's going to happen. And also tomorrow I am traveling to New York at 6:40 a.m. and I'll be there around 9:30, 10 o'clock Eastern time, but I will be indisposed during that time. I'm going to be in the air, so I'm a little hesitant to try out a new system with new trades at the same exact time. But we will definitely get an idea if it works, and I will definitely put out the entries and exits, except for the time that I'm actually traveling. So you can see the new system. It's very interesting, and I have a strong feeling it'll also work with these lower volumes that we're having in the Great Britain odd and the Euro odd, and excuse me. And we will see from that point, excuse me, and we will see from that point where we can go. But the results have been phenomenal. I put them on the blog. Let's just go through them. In the I used to trade a similar fashion in some of the straight up crosses, just the euro and in the pound. You can see that in September alone, in the Great Britain USD, the pair made. September alone, the pair it was interesting. In September, the Great Britain USD combined made a. I have a feeling I'm looking at the wrong pair though. Yes, the EURJPY, excuse me, in September made alone over 1,000 pips, 1,039 pips, and then in August the cross made a total of 800. More shutouts where you're going to get minus 50 across the board, so minus 100 pips, and that kind of screws up your results. But in like September, it was plus 158 pips. And then in August, it was Blockbuster, where the pair was up 1,169 pips. And then in July, you can see that we had plus 92. All right, so we're going to do a cold run on this tonight. I'm going to put out in the Asian Open the range, the prices I'm going to look, and if we hit those prices, I'm going to put the buy and sell orders, and you can go ahead and do it live if you want it or not. I'm not sure what I'm going to do at this point, but I may very well just go ahead and go into the entries. But Friday has been the weak point in these trades. So that's the rundown. And if we want to go through the basic majors, you can see the Euro USD is basically just in a 100 pip range above 134.50. The Great Britain USD, same thing, 100 pip range above 159.80. I mean, it still favors a move higher, but we're not getting anything. Commodity pairs aren't having the same bit of luck. They're just sitting at these same levels. 82.40 for New Zealand. Aussie sitting right here, a little bit below the 93.60. Maybe if we get a close below that, we'll get something going. And the yen right on this trend line. So it all could be very exciting in the near future, and I will try to go through and do the back test the Aussie pairs also, and probably put these results up on the blog so everybody can see them. All right, you can see them and look through them from day to day if you'd like. All right, everybody, exciting stuff today, and I will be talking to you. I will put the post out. I was about to say I'll see you in the AM, but what I'm going to do is I will, when the Asian opens, I'll put out the parameters for the trades in the Great Britain JPY and Euro JPY, so you will have them on your blog for yourself, on your tweet feed. All right, everybody, talk to you later.